Okay, YouTube, hope you're having a good one. To all those people out there who've got one of these Ryobis, this is a Ryobi 2606, P2606. I've had this thing for a number of years, love it, and you need to replace the blade. And this is the assembly number, HM3118260001. HM is, I think it's homelite, and I got it online for about other information here, about 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Assembled in Vietnam. Again, there's the number again, 311-826-001. And if you want to know how to take it apart, I just finished. Didn't video it, but I'll tell you how you do it. First of all, you need to take out this screw and this screw. All the screws on the outside of this thing are a T15 Torx. You're going to need one that has a long end on it, because you can't use a little bit end, because it won't fit in the holes. So you take these two out, and then this is kind of the tricky part. You got to strong arm one of these off. Just pull it out this way and this way, and then the other one will come off. But this is like, it's really a muscle thing. You got to pull it out. You do not have to take any, you don't have to take any of these off. Just leave those on. You do have to take all these off right here. And underneath this, there's one more. And then this is the tricky part. You have to peel up the edge of this sticker really carefully, because you'll feel like right here there's actually one underneath this sticker. So hold just like this right here. Peel this up and bring it back to here. At that point, this half right here, you can lift this off, and this will come off with it right here. It lifts off the half going out this way, and then you'll be able to flip it over, and you'll see this big plastic box that the blade hooks into. And on the back of that, there's a couple of these and a couple of these. You do get new ones when you buy the new blade, and these are I used metric, 8mm metric, to get those off. And then there are 4 Phillips number 2 on the back of it. It's a plastic piece, and you'll reuse it. And the plastic piece is what this is actually bolted into. Okay, this is my old one. So you can see, I mean, it still did the job, but it was definitely getting worn. I only use this thing maybe once or twice a year, not a whole lot. And anyways, so then you can take, this is where the holes are right here that these went through the plastic thing. You take the cover off that. If you're mechanically inclined, just even a little bit, you can probably do this. If you're not super strong, you're gonna have a tough time pulling these, because you have to like strong arm it. I'm sorry, I'm holding with one phone. You got to strong arm with 2 arms, pull it apart, and get this to flip over this thing. Be careful when you're putting it back together. And it's a little bit tricky putting back together, because when you put the blade back in, this has to go in at the same time. This fits in some recesses on both halves of this green part here. And then you just kind of having an assistant would be helpful, just to kind of hold things together while you're doing it. Then just start putting in the screws to put this back on, because the sticky behind this isn't going to be really great. I just used double-sided stick tape from Scotch and put that behind here, so it looks pretty much like new. And then you just got to put everything back. So as you can see, got the new one on. This piece here, I like this. It just slides on the top. It'll go right back on, and it works. I'll show you here. One other thing to be careful of when you're putting it back together, underneath here, there's the wires that go from this side to this side, and they go in a little slot. So when you put this last cover back on before you screw it together, the black and the red wire are under here, and they go through this little slot that's only as big as for the wires. And if you don't have that and you start screwing it together, it's not going to fit. And if you keep cranking on it, you could probably pinch the wires and maybe cut them by accident, which would be a bad thing. So, and those wires are going to be right under here, right here. So just be careful of that. Sorry this wasn't super organized, but I didn't find much on the internet about how to put a new blade on these. These things are like $100 something bucks, tool only, and it starts to wear out. You know, for 40 bucks you can get another blade and put it on. It took me about maybe half an hour, and I was kind of figuring out what I was doing as I went. And you know, here's the proof. You know, it works fine. And I just kind of scraped off the grease on that and stuck it on the new one as much as I could. And the old one, you know, didn't have any problems with the gears or anything. So have a good one.